on your DCM O2 actuator to press.
North.
I'm going to press.
And with that, Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons, who served as our ground IV and stepped our crew members outside the space station through all their procedures today, is signing off and turning back over to the CAPCOM, or capsule communicator, who is JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Aki Hoshide. And once repressurization begins, that will mark the official end of our spacewalk today. Right now we are at the 7 hour and 7 minute and 7 second mark in today's spacewalk.
I'm still struggling with this. Give me a moment. I'm just getting a little bit warm. Cooling is not great right now.
See? Let me know if I can do anything to help.
And Chris, you can adjust your TCV setting as you like.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to reevaluate different approaches for this, because this is...
You got it, Chris. Take your time and you'll get it. What I usually do, what works for me now, is only using my left hand, because I can't really reach it with my right hand. So I got the lever with my middle finger and managed to get the button with my index finger.
Yeah. My body position is kind of weird, and my arm is just, my left hand is coming out of my glove when I'm there, so it's not...
You rotate and push yourself over into your glove more?
I'm trying. It's kind of on it, but it's just sticky.
Yes. Sometimes I can get my right hand on top of the left hand to help give it extra added pressure. So middle finger on the lever, index finger on the button, and then the right hand finger on top of the other finger.
Yeah, this is a sticky actuator, and it is not cooperating with me right now.
Understand.
I'm getting pretty tired out.
Okay, let me see if I can rotate to on my right arm, to my right, and if you can rotate to your left, I can slide back at all and reach it for you.
Let me see. It's so close.
And Chris, I think you know this, but one trick is straighten your arm out, make a fist, and then come towards your DCM.
Yep, form a fist.
Yep.
I'm working it.
Yeah, take your time. It's hard at the end of the EVA. We all do this. We all struggle with this, so.
Yeah, my hands are smoked, so come on. Just give me a minute to collect myself. I got the...
Yeah, great idea. Take a minute to breathe.
And if you're just joining us, we are 7 hours, 12 minutes into today's spacewalk. We're wrapping up today's spacewalk following the successful installation of a spare joint on the Canadarm2.
Like I can't quite reach it on my right hand on its own.
Both Williams and Mir are back inside the crew lock.
When it's on the spot. Sometimes then that added pressure gives it enough.
On it, it's not working. All right, let's keep trying.
If you want me to try to come back, I can also do that.
The button's going down. It's just like it's super stuck in there. It's the button. I'm hitting the tab. I'm pushing the button. And
yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. Maybe can you try to wiggle it a little bit side to side while you're pushing down?
Oh, gosh.
And try to make sure the force is straight down. Sometimes I feel the same way. I know I'm on it and it doesn't move.
Okay, I'm going to try a different technique. Oh, I know I can get this. Come on.
No, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh. I gotta adjust my PC here. I'm getting super hot.
Do you want me to come back and try?
Yeah. Do you wanna give it a shot?
Okay, hold on. Let me get my mini workstation back up.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna give it one more shot.
And Chris, Jessica, we heard your last, we like the idea of Jessica helping out. I know it's a tight spot, but if you guys can work together, that would be great.
Okay, Chris, I can't quite see.
Yeah, I'm gonna push your legs this way.
Can you get your legs? So, yeah, I can't get around the mini workstation right now. Let me see if I come over here. Can you guide my hands because I can't see?
Okay. I'm gonna hold the lever.
Yeah, I can see it.
Got the lever up.
I can't quite get back far enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm hitting your BRT. Can you move your BRT? You get the lever?
Stand quiet. Okay. And now the BRT now is rocking my elbow to the lever. Let me.
And we are in a brief handover period between satellites.
Can you put your T-bar down even further? Like flat? Like all the way down?
Yeah, it's all the way I can do it.
And Williams and Mir are both inside of the crew lock portion of the International Space Station. Repressurization hasn't begun just yet.
Okay, I'm on the button with the lever.
I think I have it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pushing you away. Gonna need to brace.
Yep, hold on, let me go.
The O2 actuator on Williams' suit is proving to be a bit tricky to press, so NASA astronaut Jessica Mir is moving on over to see if she might be able to press it on her end while inside of the crew lock.
I'm on the button.
I think I have the lever up.
You're not on the lever. Let me get the lever.
Yep, you get the lever.
Just out of my reach. I think I'm going to need to try to turn a little bit more. Unfortunately, the MWSs are just
Yeah, can you put yours all the way down, maybe? Does that give us clearance?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm making you help me like this. I can't get it. And I don't want to keep you struggling. I'm like, it's not there.
The BRT's in the way again.
Yeah, I'm going to just back up. All right. Got it.
You got it? Okay, well done.
I'm in press.
Great, well done.
That was terrible.
Great job, guys.
You did it, and this is what matters. Okay, so now, did you have on your DCM, the O2 pose press display?
I see O2 pause press.
And with a little bit of assistance, the crew was able to get that O2 actuator in a good config ahead of repressurization.
Chris, can you check EV hatch MPEV is closed?
EV hatch MPEV is closed.
Copy. Now we're going to start repress with the IV hatch equal valve.
Copy.
Copy.
You are both going to get an alert tone.
Copy.
And with repressurization underway, that will mark the official conclusion of today's spacewalk. Today's spacewalk lasted 7 hours and 20 minutes and officially ended at 2:40 p.m. Central Time. Pressure inside the crew lock is now approaching 3 pounds per square inch, currently at 2.67 pounds per square inch.
You want to take my TCV to 5.
Copy 5.
Repressurization will occur up to the point of 5 pounds per square inch, at which point a pause will occur and some system checks will take place. During today's spacewalk, NASA astronaut Chris Williams and NASA astronaut Jessica Meir successfully replaced a failed joint on the Canadarm2. That was joint number 5. They replaced the arm joint with a spare that was outside the International Space Station. Today's spacewalk was the 280th in support of space station maintenance, assembly, and upgrades, and the 3rd of 2026, as well as the 3rd of Expedition 74. Following the replacement of the failed joint, we did get confirmation that the Canadarm is receiving power as expected, so everything was successful for today's repair. Pressure inside the crew lock portion of the International Space Station approaching 5 pounds per square inch, currently at 4.85. Again, today's spacewalk was 7 hours and 20 minutes.
And Jessica, we just started a 2-minute timer for the crew lock pressure to stabilize.
Copy.
And Houston copies too. Thanks.
And Sophie, for the rate, I am able to clear, but I'm having to use my Valsalva for my right ear, so let's not increase it. Let's keep it where it is, and I'll let you know if I need to reduce.
Copy, no faster and might go slower.
Thank you.
Pressure inside of the crew lock has been paused at 5 pounds per square inch as expected. And with today's 7-hour, 20-minute spacewalk, we do have some updated statistics for you that we'd like to share. Today was the 280th spacewalk in support of station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. The third out of station this year, the third of this expedition, Expedition 74, and it was the second spacewalk of Williams' career. He now has a career total of 14 hours, 22 minutes under his belt, and this was the fifth spacewalk for Mir, totaling 36 hours, 6 minutes.
After this 1 minute. And so, Jessica and Chris, we want you to check your switch glove heaters are off OFF.
And as the crew continues to step through those procedures, just a couple more statistics. The spacewalk did last, of course, 7 hours, 20 minutes, and in the space station's lifetime, we have had 73 days, 21 hours, and 54 minutes worth of spacewalking time.
Thanks for report for EV2.
Okay, just small black dots for EV1 and nothing EV2. Now on your DCM, both EV1 and EV2, you have put your O2 actuator to IV.
EV2 for IV.
UV1 is an IV.
Well done. Now we are going to continue the repress and expect an alert tone.
UV1.
2.
And repressurization is back underway. Pressure inside the crew lock continuing to climb, now at 5.5 pounds per square inch. Again, we'll get to about 14.5 pounds per square inch, which will be the equivalent of the interior portion of the International Space Station, at which point hatches will open, and both Williams and Mir will be brought back inside the equipment lock of the International Space Station. And if you've been with us since early this morning, 6 a.m. Central, you'll remember the crew was kind of attached to the walls inside the equipment lock and had their safers installed. We'll now work that in the reverse process. The crew's simplified aid for EVA rescue will be removed, and their helmets will come off, their gloves will come off. They'll have the opportunity to get out of their spacesuits and get comfortable and have a very well-deserved rest and meal. Again, today's spacewalk did last 7 hours, 20 minutes. While inside the spacesuits, the crew is not able to eat, but they do have a drink bag that they can utilize. Pressure inside the crew lock continuing to steadily rise, now at 7.65 pounds per square inch. Inside the equipment lock portion of the space station, European Space Agency astronaut Sophie Adeno, as well as NASA astronaut Jack Hathaway, continue to monitor and step through those procedures alongside the spacewalkers, as you can see.
And Jessica, we are reaching 8 psia, and slow and steady increasing.
EV1?
2.
The spacesuit that the crew members completed today's spacewalk in is called the EMU, which is the Extravehicular Mobility Unit, is essentially an individual human-sized spacecraft. Contains all the life support system that the crew might need, and has 6 layers and provides atmospheric containment, thermal insulation, cooling, solar radiation protection, and micrometeoroid debris protection. Now approaching 10 pounds per square inch inside the International Space Station.
Houston on 1, just want to let you know we expect another.
And Jessica, we just reached 10 psia, still and steady increasing.
EV1?
Yep.
In the airlock, we expect another 5 minutes or so.
And you just heard Capcom, or Capsule Communicator Aki Hoshide, communicate with the crew inside the International Space Station that there's about 5 minutes or so remaining in repressurization this afternoon. Following repressurization, the hatches will open between the crew lock and the equipment lock portion of the space station, and both Williams and Mir will be assisted back into the equipment lock portion, which you see on your screen currently. At this point, Adeno and Hathaway will help both crew members get out of their spacesuits, but first they'll help them doff or remove their simplified aid for EVA rescue, otherwise known as SAFER. The SAFER, which is sometimes referred to as a space jetpack, is a compressed nitrogen-powered backpack that allows a crew member to maneuver back to the International Space Station in the unlikely event that they were to become untethered. As part of their spacewalk training at the Neutral Buoyancy Lab here in Houston, Texas, crew members learn very early that it is critical to remain tethered to the International Space Station at all times, and the crew practices that throughout their spacewalk training. no matter what the task for the particular spacewalk might be. However, each crew member does wear the safe fur, that simplified aid for EVA rescue during their spacewalks, just as a precautionary measure. Pressure now 12 pounds per...
PSIA, increasing slow and steady.
U1.
2.
And pressure inside the crew lock now about 12 pounds per square inch. Just about 2 pounds per square inch of pressure remaining. Today's 7-hour, 20-minute spacewalk was the 280th in support of space station maintenance, assembly, and upgrades, and successfully restored functionality to the Canadarm2 following a joint failure. The wrist joint malfunctioned during normal Canadarm2 operations on May 27th, and NASA worked alongside the Canadian Space Agency to understand the issue and determine a spacewalk was required. Repairs to robotics like the Canadarm2 are normal and expected after more than 25 years of continuous operations, and the system was designed with replaceable components and planned maintenance in mind. .5 pounds per square inch inside the crew lock, just about 1 pound per pressure remaining.